Sticky, bitch.
Hey y'all, welcome to the MVP podcast. It's Chelsea, aka the Stick-Up Kid.
And it's Shiloh, aka I'm changing it to Romeo.
Oh. I can't wait to hear what that's about. Thank you for joining us on episode 2.
Episode duh.
Right? Okay. I love it. Welcome back. Let's get into it. It's time for Queer Cheers. Woo! Let's start it off. I want to give a shout out to notable queers doing notable shit. And this week we are shouting out Laverne Cox.
Laverne motherfucking Cox.
We love her. She is the creator and starring in a brand new show called Clean Slate.
Yes.
So dope. It's about a trans New Yorker, my hometown. Shout out to that.
Come on, shout out to you and your New Yorkers.
Falls on some hard times. You know, got to switch her life up a little bit. So she has to return home. Back to Alabama.
The South.
South.
Okay?
And the
and
South
I'm
South.
from the dirty.
The South South.
The South South.
And back to her father as Desiree. She didn't leave as Desiree. So welcome back home. So it's a comedy. It's a sitcom.
Yeah, I heard good things about this. I've heard her kind of go on the media run and how much she wanted to make sure that trans joy was represented.
Yeah.
So I've heard that. I'm going to watch the show. It's on my list of many shows to watch, but it's at the top. But yes, I love that because I feel like we do not have enough joyous queer stories out here. And every time they want to do a queer story, somehow, some way, they find a way to root it in trauma or being closeted and there's room for all the stories, but
I was going to say it's nice that it's not traumatic and not to minimize the violence that trans people face.
Absolutely.
But it's nice to have a sitcom that's joyous and fun and light and goofy that has punchlines.
Because guess what? We're three-dimensional people. Queer people, trans people, we are three. We have, not every story is a tragedy. We are actually out here living full lives.
Right.
You know? So yeah. I love
who
that.
can't relate to a story about, a daughter and her father, like reconnecting and healing some shit. So shout out to Laverne Cox, Clean Slate. You can check it out on Prime Video. There's 8 episodes. Please support. Check it out. It's really, really cool.
Actually, before we move off of that, Laverne Cox just said some very poignant shit on The View recently.
Ooh, what'd she say?
Actually, let me bring up, because this is worthy of where we're at right now and
relevant,
extremely relevant.
Okay.
She said,
trans people are less than 1% of the population, and trans people are not the reason you can't afford eggs. We're not the reason that you can't afford healthcare.
Facts.
We're not the reason that you can't buy a house or your rent's too high. Yeah. I think they're focused on the wrong 1%. I think the other 1% is the reason for all those things.
Period. So big shout out.
Big cheers to Laverne Cox. Big cheers to Laverne Cox. So queer cheers. Love that.
Vibe check.
Kick off your shoes and relax your feet.
What's up, Chos?
What's up? How was your week?
Whew. All right. Well, it was a rough one. I'm not even going to front on you. It was a rough one. There were great moments. There was good and bad. So, but it was overall, I would say, it was a little rough. We had a fabulous Galentine's.
I was going to say, let's start with the good, because we had a Galentine's.
We did.
I had my first Galentine's.
You did.
It was
and so did
dope.
I
know, and it was with you. It was so dope.
I'm so glad we did it.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. So Ty, me, you, all just had, I think, just a great time. So came to your house.
Yep.
You had it set up. It was dope. You had the sweets and the chocolates and the flowers, and I mean, it was just so cool to walk into that environment. Then we had massages. They came to the
Shout out Manly Hands. They always come through, man.
They were so good and professional, but just good.
Yep.
They were really, really good.
Always been that way. I love Manly Hands.
Yeah, shout out to them. Check them out. Support them. Watched a movie.
That movie was crazy.
Yo, have y'all seen Honora?
Hey, go
Honora's ass
check out
is-
Honora. Ani,
It's-
Honora, whatever you want to call her. She is wild.
It's worth the watch because it's just wild. It's worth the watch. So check that out. So yeah, we saw Nora.
Yeah. And I'm a fan of Sean Baker because of the Florida Project. But
Yeah.
this was good. I didn't care for Red Rocket, but this one was good.
It was really
It was
good.
funnier than we expected. We was dying laughing.
Yeah, there was a lot of comedy in
Yeah.
it. Unexpected.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
So a lot of comedy, a lot of sex.
A lot of sex. Be prepared. It's
Lot of
low key
sex going
soft
on.
porn, but
Yeah.
you know, but I feel like it was on story. It wasn't.
It made sense.
It made sense.
It
for
made
the
sense.
story.
It wasn't too
Yeah.
much. So yeah, check out Honora. But yeah, it was a good time. So thank you very much.
It was my pleasure.
For all the love. For all the love. It was a really, really
I
nice
love
day. I
y'all.
appreciate
You know,
you.
and what it really revealed to me was like, we should do that.
Yeah.
Like we should do
Yeah.
that. Like loved. I know Valentine's Day is technically on the calendar the day before Valentine's, but it's like if you are single. I know when I was in here last time, I was like, oh, I'm single on Valentine's Day, and it's like, it actually is. You're fine. Love yourself. Pour into the people that love
Pour
you.
into because it feels good to do so, and it felt
Yeah.
really good.
And
to
you're
just
worthy.
Be around each other. Yeah,
You're worthy,
Yeah,
regardless
for
of
sure.
if you're partnered or not.
For sure.
You know.
So that was the good part of the week. That actually
Yeah.
started the week off.
It
right.
did. Actually, there was also my friend's birthday, and she decided to do pickleball, which was
Oh.
really fucking fun.
I want to play pickleball. Like it's hyped. It's like everybody's doing pickleball.
You know why? Because it's a sneaky way to get cardio and get fitness in, but like you really want to win. So you know our competitive asses.
Right.
Baby, don't see me at Chelsea on no spades table. Because you, baby, the shit talking that's
Listen,
going to happen.
That's why I'm called the stick up kid.
That is why
you
she got the name of
You
Stick
think
Up
you
Kid.
about to get them 7 books. You ain't getting not near, okay? Not near one of them.
We're not even gonna go here. But the point of the story was because don't get us on spades. People have walked out our house when we played spades before.
Almost have lost friendships.
Absolutely. But I would say pickleball is very much like that. Like you want to win, so
Yeah.
you're but it was fun. Rented the whole thing out, and like we had a really
That's
good
cool.
time. So that was fun too.
Different kind of birthday.
Different kind of
celebration.
birthday. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. What else did you do this week?
I went on a date. That was interesting. I don't know how much I want to share. I went on a date. You know what?
What's up?
It was cool. I think I'm in this season of meeting new people and getting out more.
Yeah.
And doing more things. So I think it's right up the alley and it's aligned with what I want to do. So
Yeah.
I entertained the idea.
Yeah, absolutely. And I forced you in that idea because I was like,
Mm-hmm.
nigga, go on a date.
I put on my best Sunday look. And went out, met her in WeHo. And you know what? It was cool. It was like she was good on the eyes. It was very pleasing. Very polite, very engaging.
Yeah.
Great.
Started out well.
Sense of humor. Started off well.
Okay.
Going well. But you know
Uh-oh.
me. I let people know I'm not staying more than an hour and a half.
Correct.
I tell them that
In
off
out.
jump.
And out.
I got an hour and a half because I got to go do something. quote
Just so you
unquote.
know, a hack on that is go on a coffee tea date in the morning, because then it's like in and out. It feels more in and out than, just especially on first dates, because you don't know if you're going to vibe or
That's
not.
what I'm saying. So I'm always like, I got to go do something right after. I got an hour and a half.
Right.
So now it's time to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, oh, you really going to leave? You really about to bounce? And I'm like, oh,
Wait a
trying
minute.
to lay the guilt trip. Why you doing this?
But I told you this
I already
before we linked up.
Ben told you.
You thought you was going to talk me into it?
Ben told you. So I left. I still left.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm kicking it. I'm kicking it with the homies. And now you texting me.
What? To say I had a great first date and
That wasn't even the first text, because that would have made sense.
that would have been appropriate.
I had a great time with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see you again. That would have been a great
That would have been it. That would have been the
done. You done for the evening.
Sign,
It
seal,
sealed with a-
delivered.
And I would listen.
Look.
We would have booked something.
Ooh.
It's like, I wish you didn't leave. Then it's like pictures of what she's doing. Then it's
You
like
gotta
more
be fucking
texts and
kidding
more
me.
texts and
no,
more texts.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You know what?
Not on the
it went
first
off
date.
the rails. It went off the rails here. She FaceTimed me. She
What
Timed
is wrong
me.
with some
I said,
of
I
y'all?
said
This
it
is
can't
not
be.
MVP behavior.
It can't be.
Just so y'all know,
It
this
can't
is
be.
not MVP behavior.
I didn't answer. I said I was with friends
Mm-hmm.
and left it at that. So that's how that went.
Oof.
That's how that went. So I don't know. Is it? I would think that you would know not to do that, right? It
should be pretty implied
right.
that you do not blow up your first date's phone on the first date. What?
I mean, I know I'm a good time, but damn, leave some mystery.
That's
a little bit of mystery.
No, that's wild. That's
crazy.
That's
crazy.
Like, if I told you I was going somewhere and you said, fuck that. So,
needless to say, I'm not going to see her again.
No. No, please don't. Please do not. Please do not. You know what?
Boundaries, bro.
Boundaries. Okay, that leads right up into, I ain't even gonna front on you. I stepped over somebody's boundary.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I was the actual like your friend that texted you and FaceTimed you and all this.
I didn't do that.
No.
Oh, I was about to say.
Pause.
Because that's not even your style.
No. It wasn't that. I did something that I probably shouldn't have done, that wasn't asked for, but it was with kindness and it was with good intention.
Okay.
But even good intentions, they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. You know what I'm saying? They ain't say that. You know what I'm saying? Because what I've learned, what that really means is like, yeah, your intention is good, but if somebody is not asking for that, and you do it anyway, then you got to deal with the consequences. And I am dealing with the consequences. Yeah, it's, I feel bad because it was a little bit of selfishness, a little bit of ego.
Okay.
A little bit of not listening.
But that's grown. That's grown that you recognize it. And that's grown that you see that you've done it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you've had good intention. I think with the good intentions, I think that is calculated into like how severe
Correct.
the violation was.
Correct.
It's like if it had good intentions, it's like a little bit less severe.
It wasn't harmful. It wasn't nothing harmful. It wasn't nothing that, but I will say this, it did make the person feel uncomfortable. And so that to me is the thing that I'm most upset about.
Right.
I think I made somebody that I care about feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I gotta own that. And I apologize and I took accountability for it and it won't happen again. But it's also like, damn.
That's adult of you.
Yeah.
That's adult of you.
So I'm sitting with that and I'm dealing with that. So
okay. I love the reflection now. You were MVP for that.
Ah,
like
thanks,
for real.
Friend.
Yeah,
thanks, friend.
real.
I didn't feel like an MVP in a moment because it was like, ooh, I'm embarrassed.
Well, nobody likes, right? Nobody likes to.
Remember when I said Romeo loves to come and show up at people's balcony? I ain't show up at nobody's house. First of all, I don't. Let me say this. Now
Restraining order.
Yeah, disclaimer. I do not pop up at people's houses unannounced. Do not do that. It's not okay. It's boundary crossing wholeheartedly. Like, don't do that. That's invasion of people's space.
Right.
It wasn't that. But yeah, I'm just saying,
It's
metaphorically.
It's just a little, here comes a hot stepper. Step how you want me to step all
for
good,
you.
All good.
Don't be no crash dummy. Stepping right on over boundaries. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It can be
it's
redeemed.
not cool.
It can be redeemed.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Anyway.
All right, so let's talk about the topic of the week.
Yeah, let's. We are not professionals, but in fact, regular OG lesbians with life experience who are trying our best to grow and put emotional maturity, vulnerability, and consideration of others at the forefront of our actions. Listen to us at your own risk, because who gave these hoes mics?
I think boundaries is appropriate.
I think that would be appropriate.
I think boundaries is appropriate. I think let's explore that.
Yeah.
What are some of your boundaries?
Some of my boundaries, accountability, like if you can't, I don't fuck with people that don't take accountability for their actions.
Right.
That don't have any self-reflection. You know, like, as much as I'm sitting here doing it, it's like I'm gonna always extend grace to people who do it as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, the people that kind of don't have that in themselves to do that,
Right.
for whatever reason,
Right. You can't.
I can't fuck with you.
You walk away.
That's a boundary for me. That's a hard boundary.
Yeah.
What's one of yours?
I think for me, boundaries for me is a form of self-care, right? Like a form of
Absolutely.
like protecting my mental health.
And your peace.
So I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think if it's like, if there's foolishness, that's a boundary for me. Like, I gotta walk away.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is like knowing what's mine to own and what's mine to fix. Like, I'm not gonna get mad with you. I'm gonna listen, but I'm not gonna get mad with you. I'm not gonna change my mood because of the drama, you know? So I think knowing what to own is huge for me too. Because I think I want to support and I want to be there, but I'm not gonna take it home with me. I'm not gonna put it in my backpack.
That's good, because I'm such an overthinker. And so I will, like, it'll affect me.
Yeah.
And it's like I have to learn how to let things be.
Yeah.
And let it kind of flow like water a little bit, you know, off of me.
Yeah. I think I do a good job at compartmentalizing. I think maybe
Sometimes too well.
Yeah, exactly. That's another episode.
That's another
That's another episode. But I think that's what it is, though. It's like compartmentalizing. You put things in spaces where you think they should go, and then you leave them there. So, yikes. I think the other thing too is the communication style. I'm not about to argue. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not gonna do it. So it's just not. You're gonna end up arguing with yourself.
Amen.
So
Amen.
for me, I feel like that's just a sign of communicating with maturity. And we can disagree. I'm not saying we can't disagree. It's just I'm not gonna argue with you back and forth. You got it. No problem.
You're gonna state how you feel. I'm gonna state how I feel. We are either gonna come up with a solution or we're not. Like, so, yeah,
that's a hard boundary. Yeah,
that's real
for sure.
I know, like, cussing, slamming doors. I'm not doing that with anybody who I say I love. Like, that behavior was shit I left in my teenage years, early 20s. Like, that hot-headedness, that I'm gonna talk to you any kind of way. Baby, we have nothing left to talk about. If that's how you communicate, we good.
Yeah.
We good. I'm too grown, baby. I'm 40. There is no reason that we gotta cuss each other out at this age. Unless you somebody that I don't care about and you know you done did some disrespectful shit.
Right. Then we can all get disrespectful.
Then we can all get disrespectful. But no, to the people that I love and I care about, and if you say you love and care about me, there's no reason we should be
you want to
cussing
treat
at
them with
each other.
kindness.
Hell yeah.
Because those relationships, and to be honest, keeping it real, those relationships are fragile.
Yeah.
You need to treat the people that you love with kindness, because you don't want anybody to break around you, and you don't want to be the reason why they break. Yeah, for sure.
And you know what that goes into? The only reason that we can say we stand on those things is because we have developed a sense of self-worth that makes it so. Because if you don't, what I've learned about boundaries don't come until you have built up your self-worth and love yourself enough to even create a boundary.
Otherwise, you will let people do whatever. You will tolerate whatever. And maybe it's because you don't know no better, but it's really because you don't know that you do deserve more.
Correct. Or you've never even seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And especially if you grow up in a household where people just step over boundaries all the motherfucking time. Yeah. And there is no sense of, anybody in the household that really has a true sense of self-worth or real love for themselves. Yeah. Who said that? Maya Angelou said, "Don't trust nobody that's naked that says they gonna lend you their shirt." Something like that. She said, "How the hell you gonna give me a shirt?" Like, it's like, love yourself, have self-worth before you can even go over there and say you love somebody else.
First.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. How do you enforce your boundaries?
Oh, simply. I'm gonna have a discussion with you and say, hey, that's a boundary. This feels weird saying this because knowing that I recently overstepped somebody's boundary. But it's like, yeah, if you're a person that just keeps doing it, and I have to keep saying it, yeah, you got about, 3 good times.
Yeah.
And I think it's like third strike, you're out with me.
I think that coincides with like most things in life though, right?
Yeah.
Because you teach a boundary because we're learning from a mistake.
Correct.
Somebody did something and you're like, "Woof."
Hey,
partner, hey.
You didn't know this, but let me let
That's
you
your
know.
boundary.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
So now you know, and then you do it again.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're not learning, and then you do it again. So like anything, right? It's like you're either not learning from your mistakes or you choose to just not do.
Respect it.
So
You're not respecting it at this point. And now it feels like you're not respecting me.
I gotta go.
And I gotta go. And again, saying this from this side, it's like, damn, I fucked up. But also it's like, I'm gonna extend grace to people who do learn.
Yeah.
And who then show action. That's the important thing, right? Is that they show me the action that they have learned, and they are listening, and they are, sorry or apologetic. But they
100%. I think it depends on the severity of the violation for sure.
Yep.
I think it depends on what their intent was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I think it depends on the apology.
Yep.
Is it a real apology?
Right.
Are you really sorry?
Did you really take accountability? Did you just say, all right, I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that regard, then stepping over boundaries or maybe, trampling over them. But I think could be forgive. That can be forgiven.
Yeah.
So I think there's hope.
Yeah.
I think there's hope.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But it's definitely like a whoop whoop, pull over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you forgive people? So you forgive people that overstep your boundaries?
I forgive people in general.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to carry that weight. I just don't.
That's a word.
I'm going to forgive you, but I'm going to keep my distance.
That
doesn't mean I have to fuck with you anymore.
Right.
But I'm going to forgive you.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want that weight on me. Mm-hmm. And I don't want you to walk through life feeling like you haven't been forgiven, that I'm out here like hating you or not meaning you well. So, yes. To answer your question, the answer is yes.
Yeah. And I'm going to always wish you well. Like forgiveness for sure. I'm going to always wish you well. But like you said.
But I'm going to walk away.
Yeah. We're going to create distance. Because especially if you've done it and you've not really I've not seen any change. If you're not changing your behavior and you keep telling me that you understand, it's like, no, you don't.
No, you don't. No,
so
you
guess
don't.
what? I got to walk away. Because you know who the boundary's for? It's for me. It ain't got shit to do with you.
It has nothing to do with you. That's the thing.
My boundary has nothing to do with you.
And you know what the thing about boundaries is? Other people generally don't like them. Like they don't really love other people's boundaries because it prohibits them from doing something or being a certain way. So it's not like it's fun.
Well, it's
for them.
You know what it is? My therapist said something to me that was so poignant today. She said, accepting a boundary takes acceptance. And acceptance there's nothing to do but to let it be.
Yeah.
And I said, she was like, when you try to do and you try to fix and you try to find a solution, it's like you're doing something because you want to do something. But a boundary and accepting a boundary means you do nothing, you accept it, you be, even if it's what you want or not, it's their boundary. And
Absolutely.
They've asked you for something.
Absolutely.
So I was like, ooh, being is hard for me. Just letting something be is what I realize, especially when I want something.
Yeah, but then it's like, but then that's the question, right? Because then it turns into a hell of a lot of self-reflection, because then it turns into, is this ego?
Correct.
Am I possibly overstepping this boundary because it's what I want?
Yep.
It's what I want to do. It's how I want to feel.
Yep. And it does not show caring nor respect for the person that you claiming you care about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we all get caught up in ego, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We all do. We all do.
Damn.
But it's like the checking of yourself and really calling yourself out, you know? So, but when she said that, she was like, yeah, it takes acceptance. And there's nothing to do with acceptance, but to let reality be reality.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's hard to do.
It's hard to do
for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, man. All right, y'all. It's time for our questions from y'all.
We got a question?
We have a question.
Ooh.
I know. Ooh. Ooh. Shout out to Young and May. Ooh. Okay. Our question is, how would the two of you define friendship?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. I think friendship for me is defined by, I'll give you some buzzword. I got some keywords.
Mm-hmm.
Support, trust, and loyalty. I think support and trust is like, I think my friendships currently make me feel emotionally safe, seen, and heard. You know, I feel like it's a space where it's like, there's no judgment. And that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge. And they feel strong. They feel solid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's huge because I didn't necessarily grow up feeling solid with my childhood. I think loyalty because...
Baby, we already talked about it last... Nigga, treason. We don't do treason over here, okay? Like, loyalty is big.
Yeah, it means a lot.
It means a lot.
Loyalty's big. Loyalty's big. I think loyalty's big because not only do you rock with me, but there's so many things that happen through life, like that you rock with me through all of my life's changes.
Even on my bad days. Even when I'm doing stupid shit that you was like, nigga, I don't know if you should do that.
My down and out days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you still encourage. Like, I think that type of loyalty is huge for me. And so that's how I define my friendships. That's how I define my friendships.
I love it. I mean, friendship to me is humongous. Like, I was adopted. I grew up, you know, with a dysfunctional household. So my friends' houses were like my kind of safe haven sometimes. And it was like, they became family. When I go home for Christmas, I go home to my best friend's house with her family.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but they're my family. Like, her mom said something huge to me this Christmas and was just like, you're my chosen daughter. And I wept, okay? I wept because it meant so much to me. And it was just like, because I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was just like, and I've known them since I was 5. So, you know, there are friendships that you've had like that. But then there's also what I'm realizing at a whole 40 years old, I got some really dope people around me. Like you, I've known for 20 years. A lot of my friendships are long-standing friendships, which I love that for me.
Yeah.
But also, I think for a time in my life, I was like, I don't need no other friends. But then I saw some of my longer friendships there was a fork in the road.
Yeah, and they
you know
changed.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
They changed, and we both evolved. And it ain't for, you know, it's always love. We come together and we still gonna be excited to see each other. But it's like, there's something that they said, like, when you're authentic to yourself and who you are, you know, the right people find you.
Yeah.
And I feel
your tribe does find you.
your tribe finds you.
But you know what? Speaking of that, not to cut you off, speaking of that, I feel like that is essentially what happened to me moving to LA from New York and not knowing anybody.
Yeah, that's scary. To not know nobody.
Yeah, and the matter of fact, actually, I take that back because I knew one person. I knew Katoma when I moved here, and then she moved. So essentially, I didn't know anybody when I moved here, and my tribe found me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like real friendships, like real people. So it's true. It's true. Your tribe finds you. You meet one dope person.
Yeah,
that person knows a dope person.
Right.
Y'all click. That person, you know, and then all of a sudden you've got fam.
Yeah, it's really dope. Like, and so friendship to me is like chosen family. Yeah. That's how I define friendship, because it's really been like that in my life. Like your fam, that's on period. And then there's people that I've met recently that have become, that are just cool. Like, you know, when you can just chill and just be. You don't got to do nothing. Like, bring those, I know it was like a little trend on Instagram. People were like, bring the friendships. At least I kept seeing this meme pop up. But it was like, bring the friendships back. They like, we go on a Target run together. Or we fucking go and sit on this couch and do nothing. We'll be silent and put on some Real Housewives. And it's not uncomfortable. Your court shows. It's not uncomfortable.
You know I love me some Judge Judy Shineland. Baby. Judge Judy Shineland, what's up?
She will have me in here watching these motherfucking court shows.
All of them.
Oh, my God. It's wild. But we can just be, you know? And I think those friendships mean the most to me because it means we're really comfortable. Yeah. And it's like you said, it's a safe space. And not always, you know, that doesn't negate that there's gonna be friction in your friendships. It's not always gonna feel safe, you know, like, but it is, you know, at the basis of it is safe. Yeah. Are we gonna have disagreements? Are we gonna like, bitch, please, whatever? Like,
but y'all come back to it. Yeah. We come back to it. We get back to it.
Yeah. But like the people that you can just be with, and it's like, that's very grounding for me. Yeah. So, yeah, chosen family.
I love that. I love that. Okay. Let us know how y'all define friendships. I'm curious. I'm curious. And shout out your best friend.
Yeah, shout out. Deshaun, what's up?
All right, y'all, tune in, turn up, and keep your heart soft with us. Hit subscribe. If you like this episode, share it with someone who respects your boundaries. Follow us on IG at MVP Podcast, YouTube at MVP Podcast, and leave a comment, ask a question, say hello. Shout out your best friend.
All right, y'all. So, you know, we leaving y'all with a good old edition of Fuck, Marry, Kill. Ooh. And this edition, we did a classic 90s baddies.
Shout out to the 90s.
Yo, we love a 90s baddie, baby.
We love a 90s baddie.
Man, this is where all our crushes originated.
I'm telling you.
All of them. All of mine, at least. All the ones, man, the 90s baddies made me gay.
Because they were so good. We had girlfriends. We had living single.
So y'all know, it didn't make me gay. I was born gay. But, you know, before y'all jump on me in the comments.
What else? We had A Different World. We had...
Man, we had it was just a time.
It was a time.
We had black cinema. You know what I'm saying? Black cinema in the early 90s. My favorite.
Yeah.
My
good
favorite.
Good stuff.
Sitcoms, all of them. Yeah.
Ooh, who we pulling out the hat?
All right, you ready? You ready?
I'm
ready?
I'm
okay.
ready.
We have Nia Long.
Dun, 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 dun. Ooh.
Baby.
Miss Long.
Jada Pinkett.
Okay.
Halle Berry.
Halle. Oh my gosh.
Halle Berry.
This is hard.
I remember her from Strictly Business.
Oh, Halle.
Like her first movie, then Babs.
She was so good in Babs.
Boomerang.
She was so good in Babs. Oh, Boomerang is... Boomerang is one of those movies, I could watch it probably 1 million more times.
It's
1 million.
Top
1 million more times.
of all time movies ever.
Like,
I can quote that movie.
Marcus, like 1 million more
Marcus,
times.
Darling. Well, jump your black ass off the ledge then. Fuck him. She was so funny in that. Oh my God.
It was so good.
She was so good.
It was so good. Oh,
Tisha
man.
Campbell was so fucking funny as the neighbor in that movie. Oh my God.
Oh, okay. So
I
gotta choose.
That's
who
hard.
am I fucking? Who am I marrying? Who am I killing?
Jesus Christ. That's a hard one.
Oh. I don't want to kill any of them.
I know this is hard.
Honestly, I don't want to kill any of them.
This is too hard, low key. We picked the top of the top baddies.
Man, process of elimination. All right, fucking. Damn. I feel like you know what?
Shit.
I feel like
you sound like that little girl that was cussing for the first time.
I feel like Jada's gonna be wild. So I'm fucking Jada. I feel like Jada gonna be wild. So Jada, I'm killing. Oh. This is hard. Nia or Hallie. I think I gotta kill Hallie. Because Hallie could switch up. Like, I can't marry her because I feel like I might wake up and she might have a knife.
Why you feel like that about Hallie?
I don't know. It's just something gives me she might snap.
What? Hallie?
Yeah, something just gives me.
I don't get that, but okay.
I gotta marry Nia.
You marry Nia?
I gotta. That's. I mean, I don't see any other way. I just don't see. Shout out to Nia Long. What's up, Nia?
Yo, that's funny as fuck.
Who are you doing? This is hard. This is a hard one. This is what the first edition. Because there's a lot of 90s
Let me say this.
baddies.
Let me preface this with Jada Pinkett in Jason's lyric.
Right. That part. Yes.
Baby.
Facts.
Baby,
Facts.
my little teenage wet dreams. That was
Deadass.
it. That was it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Take me to the bayou. I mean, where's the canoe?
let me tell you something.
You getting red?
I'm getting red because it's man. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm marrying Nia.
Just hands down.
Just hands down.
Okay.
I'm marrying Nia. She gives wifey.
That's what I'm saying.
She
It's
gives
like
wifey.
she's gonna be.
She gives wifey.
100%. 100%.
And you know what I'm doing? I'm having a threesome.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Hallie and Jada. One night only, nigga. One night only.
You can't
make all my teenage dreams come true.
Right. I would love that for you. I love that for you, but that's not the question. That's not the question. You gotta choose.
I do.
You gotta choose.
I can't. I thought I was being.
You gotta
clever.
walk. You gotta walk the
threesome.
plank. You gotta walk the plank.
I'm gonna have a threesome.
You can't. That's
okay.
not an
I'm gonna have
option.
a threesome, and then
you can still have the threesome. I love that for you.
Great. Okay.
But now you gotta fuck
Jada
somebody
and Hallie
and you gotta
threesome,
kill.
and then unfortunately, which sounds crazy.
I know. It's tough.
I'ma drop Jada off. I ain't gonna kill her. I'm gonna drop her off.
Right.
I'm gonna drop her off somewhere.
Right. And then spin the block.
Yeah, I'll spin the block.
Yeah,
back on her.
yeah.
But I ain't.
We're gonna think she's dead. Like,
y'all gonna
I killed her.
Yeah, but
she's.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back with an
100.
ambulance.
And Jada will be with it. Yeah, no, definitely. That's smart.
You know,
smart. Yeah, I love it. I love that for you. Okay.
That was a hard one. I think that's gonna be one of the hardest ones in history.
Yeah.
Of this podcast.
Yeah, but we made it through. We made it through, and we got our ladies.
Yeah, we
got our
keep
ladies.
marrying the same motherfuckers.
We don't have the same taste. So
We don't, which is wild.
This is very crazy.
It is.
It's like throwing me off a little bit.
Low key, you like more mask. Anyway.
I do.
We got to throw some mask people up in here.
We do because choosing from them, I can still choose.
Yeah.
I'm with it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I'm with
Yeah.
these choices, but we will. We need to throw some in the bucket. But this was good. This was a good one.
It was.
All right, 90s baddies. All right, y'all. We hate to leave you, but keep your heart soft, keep your vibes high, and stay in bloom, y'all. We're done. We made it through.
We did it.
We did it. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.